Hey, this is Milz from America. We're back with interview number 18, I think it is, out of day 15. I've lost count. I love keeping busy. It's better than being bored. Yeah. Okay, so today we are interviewing
Yeah, this is Murk from the UK.
Big Up, Big Up,
Big up,
Big
big up.
Up. Okay. Oh, also a member of crewruu, and we'll talk about that later.
Crewruu, yeah.
Yeah. Big Up to that. Big Up. Okay. The meaning behind your stage name. Go.
Okay, so I knew this question was coming. You started doing them on all of them, didn't you? Pretty much. It started with me doing like some weird sounds, like and I was like, "Yo, that sounds like pretty like swampy, murky," and I was like, "Sure, yeah."
There you go. There you go. Okay. Next one. I'm actually excited to learn more about this one. Non beatbox background about yourself, such as I've heard that you play cello, maybe other musical influences, stuff like that.
Okay, I'll go with like musical influences like quickly. So you've heard of those like now that's what I call music sort of albums, right?
Oh,
I
oh
I've
God, those have gotten memed so much.
I know.
What are they up to? Like
So
49, 52 or something? I don't even know.
it's something like that. I think it's over 100 now. Um, but I when I was like really young, they were the sort of things I was listening to, and then I found Guilt by Nero on one of them, and that slightly moved me into the dubstep sort of music taste. And I've been strong on that taste for like many years now. Yeah, and then so that kind of pushes what I enjoy making myself, but also my background is mostly classical music, so I don't do it very successfully, but I try to incorporate more melodic, like nice niceties in my music.
Now, I'm not sure if you've heard of or seen the loop videos from Reinhard Bohr. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. But he does. I'm actually surprised. Most 505 people I ask, they haven't heard of him. He's done a lot of tutorials, and more importantly, where I'm getting at is I think cello is his main instrument. So like
Oh right,
he sets up this aerial camera of him doing cello and looping, so like he can like reverb and dynamics and EQ it.
yeah.
And so I was wondering, like, have you ever tried looping a cello, or I don't know, just something
I've
like that?
thought about it. I've thought about it. Have you seen? You know the beatboxer from Pentatonics? He plays cello, I think.
Okay,
And I've seen a video of him playing one of the pieces that I play, but like beatboxing to it, and it's so cool.
okay, all right. And you mentioned pentatonics. Nice, nice.
Oh, Pentatonics are great.
But
Yeah,
I'm starting to think that like Barry Wham might be a little bit better.
I do like Barry Wham. I do like Barry Wham.
Nice. Okay. All right. Your solo beatbox background.
Um, I've been solo beatboxing for a little while. A few years maybe. Um, it started when I was at school. One of my friends like could do a lip roll, and I was like, "Can you teach me?" I couldn't learn it, but it took me like a while, and then we've got it now. But I wasn't very good until the last year, where I actually started like an Instagram and stuff, trying to push myself into the community, and I've integrated myself pretty well. Yeah,
I still can't lip roll. I can't do inward bass. Fail.
I can't. No, I can't do inward bass.
I can do inward middle and inward high. That was like D7, I think that was, or D8 towards the end there.
I've one of my friends has a music tuner, and I've managed to get it to be 0 before with like.
Damn. I mean, B2 is, let's see, yeah, B2 is. Mm, 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 Anyway, whatever.
How are you doing that? Is that like vocal fry or? Uh,
P Wad style.
I
Yeah,
can't do it. Like,
it's just It's just yeah. It's basically vocal fry, but it's
uh,
yeah,
is it like a subharmonic vocal fry sort of thing?
might be. I'm just like slowing down the whatchamacallit, the oscillations in my throat.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
anyway, yeah. That's one and that's one and that's one and you can do anything.
Enough. I can't do like codfish bass.
Okay, moving
Good.
on. Moving on to your RC505 background. So some people have come in where they just started 505 right off the bat, like Clockworks did.
Yeah.
Some people started with a Chaos pad. Some people did a 202. So how did you make the link from the solo to the loop?
Um. Yeah. So it was like sort of the same time that I started Instagram, like getting serious about beatboxing, and that kind of coincided with my purchase of the 505. Um, I didn't really like getting the rhythms and like timing was difficult at the start, but yeah, it didn't take too much practice because I've been doing like classical music for quite a while, but because I also do a lot of production, so I can do like post processing like to make good drops reasonably well, but I can't do like 3 minute routines still. Like that's the part that I need to work on.
Yeah, 3 minutes is insane. But
It's really short, all things considered.
yeah, especially I mean that's why I spend so much time pressing dynamics and different EQs. I have like a ton of EQs that I use, different ones.
Yeah.
Um, because
It wasn't until recently that I started doing the reverb trick for the snare.
yeah, I actually need to make a tutorial about that and just talk about system reverb versus manual reverb versus that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, yeah, reverb on snare, sound design. Speaking of sound design, I don't know if you've heard Frosty on his Helix, all the things he does on a Helix now.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah. He's he's leagues above us.
I feel like he could be the greatest sound designer in the entire loop community right now. Maybe even a little bit over Sorrow.
I'm really enjoying Inky's loops at the moment.
Yeah.
Like the dubstep influence for me just it's so good.
Yeah, he's sick. Sick to say the least.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, next question. How is your 505 now? So, you've been on Instagram. I think you've done some clips, and for those who don't know, clip is basically an acronym. It's on Guru's newest Discord server. So, people come on over and get creative.
Mm.
Um so, and I guess another question to kind of loop into this is, see what I did there? To loop into it. is
Nice.
is your loop style if you have one?
Recently I haven't been like doing too much loops because my my curtains fell down, so I had to move my loop out the way. But yeah, like I wouldn't say I have a style per se, but I do like very similar structures because like getting the drums, getting hi-hats. I have like all the different instruments as you would on the different tracks. I know which where I'm putting them. Um, yeah, like it's still I'm still progressing, but like I wouldn't say it's my main focus at the moment.
Okay, so would you say that solo beatbox kind of like you're doing solo and then you were focusing on loop and now you're back to focusing on solo?
I'm kind of doing a bit of both. I'm kind of trying to level them up at the same time, depending on where my motivation's at. Um, yeah. I mean, at the moment, seasonal allergies are kind of kicking in, so yeah, it's not as easy to produce good music right now.
If you had to choose between going from cold to hot seasonal or hot to cold, which one would you do?
I'd rather just winter all the time, to be honest. Like,
Winter.
yeah, winter's good.
Actually, to be fair, it is way too hot over here in Maryland right now. Um,
Oh,
I'm not sure how humid it is out there right now.
um, it's not as hot as it has been. I don't need my fan on, so
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
I'm here in a nice cold basement. That's why I never wear long sleeves ever, except for now in this basement. Welcome to the spaceship bunker basement. No, just kidding.
It does. It looks like very, very spacey.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, ideally I would have made this look like a studious library, whatever. But I don't have any others.
Right.
I don't have any other space in my house right now.
Oh,
So
that's fair enough. Fair
yeah,
enough. It's iconic. It's iconic.
iconic. Okay, all right, okay.
It's got a memorable look to
Big up.
it.
All right, next one. Describe your version of the crewruu.
I mean, there's not really a version to it. Really, it's a funny play on guru, but we're a crewruu.
But like, how did it start? When did it start? When did you first kind of get into it?
Okay. So it was mostly Guru Tonka and Clockworks, and then before Eastbox, um, which was really like fortunate to have still gone ahead because of what's going on in the world right now. But Guru contacted me and said, if you want a lift to Eastbox, just let me know. I wanted a lift, so then there were four. So that's pretty much it.
That's cute.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Moving into your experience with the UK community, such as the UKBC, and you already started to talk about Eastbox, but I guess here would be where you could go more into
okay.
depth. And also, what's I don't know if you've been to a flow case.
I haven't been to Flowcase. So I guess I'll just start from the top in terms of championships. Um, so I went to a few without competing first. Welsh Champs was my first one where I met Hazza and Dari, um, both like really talented guys. And that's where I met Acam and Grey Cloud. I think Base Ventura. Um, Before that, there was a little showcase thing with like an underground rap sort of thing with Milky, and so he was the first main guy I met. Um, so and then it was Welsh champs, um, and then I went to watch the live UK beatbox champs. Um, yeah, meeting Napalm and Beat and Reaps One was such a good moment for me. Um, and it was great to see everyone performing live. Um, and then Eastbox. That was good. That was my first proper battle. I battled Jester first, and then I battled Akami. I beat Jester, and then I lost against Akami. But it was a really good first experience into the scene. Everyone was super nice. Um, and then there was UK champs online, which I got into the top 24. I'm okay with that. And then yeah, we're just grinding out until the next championship.
All right. So yeah, so it seems like you've gotten your foot into multiple doors. It seems like.
I've really pushed myself out there. Yeah, it's something I didn't think I would be this far a year in, but here I am. Um, I'm super happy with how it's all going.
And so with all that, do you have a solo beatbox style, or are you still just kind of avant-garde?
I think in terms of style, I've got more of a solo style than a loop style. Um, Definitely, my style has been growing into something consolidated, but yeah, I'm still at that finding where I am stage, but I'm closer to the end of that now. Yeah.
Okay, so with all things considered that you just got done sharing, what does your musical future look like? So like a solo, maybe a tag solo, some loop wildcards, teaching beatbox loop privately or at a school or something. Like what does your musical future look like?
Ideally, doing beatboxing as a future, I don't mind if it's solo tags or loops, but just being able to be on the big stages would be a dream for me. But yeah, I don't know. Teaching would be good. It's such a good way to make it into a life rather than just a hobby, isn't it? So, um, and at uni, I'm doing music tech, so that's a way to make some money for myself while I'm trying to build this as a career.
So if you actually want to talk about your music tech, like is it more towards music audio, or is it like like learning how to do like Final Cut Pro and stuff, or what?
So I do a lot of production on my laptop, FL Studio sort of stuff. And we've been recent in like our uni classes, we've been doing a lot of like using recordings stuff, like using the desk and um yeah, that sort of stuff. That's the sort of stuff I enjoy doing.
So like if so, I don't know if this is a fair question, but if you had to choose between, um,
Oh god.
oh god, he's not going to help you right now. I'm just kidding. No, if you had to choose between, sitting down at a computer and producing versus like a live solo or live loop, which one would you choose, or would you say that's just not a fair question?
As in, do you mean like if I'm performing the solo, or if it's just me listening to a solo? Or
So like if you were on a stage, would you do like a solo, if you had to choose between, like when it comes to audio quality, let's just say,
Okay.
would you choose between like doing the solo beatbox loop or playing for the audience what you sat down and carefully did on your FL Studio?
As a child, well, not as a child, but like a early teenager, I was thinking of like daydreaming and stuff of like doing that, playing for crowds with the music that I've made. But as the beatboxing scene and my own abilities have progressed, I see myself wanting to do performance of that more so. Not to say that I wouldn't want to keep producing, but I after performing at Eastbox, I find my enjoyment more leaning towards that. But they're both enjoyable.
Okie dokie. Because I've seen DJs who, I don't know, the whole difference between DJs and like a live beatboxer looper. Because I feel like we can do so much of their stuff either with the mouth or with the machine.
Mm,
Um, like it's them, it's or like okay, so there's this one thing I actually submitted my most recent loop track to, and some of their feedback was on par, but some of them I don't think they really understood what we do
right.
and how we do
Yeah.
it. So especially like with time limits, like we don't
Yeah.
like for solo. I feel like a minute or like a minute and 30 is well enough time to do like two drops.
It's enough to show people what you can do. 3 minutes is a bit tough.
Yeah, especially because I take my time. Especially like you have to take your time with every input sound, every single input sound you make.
And not really time for errors, is there? If you're doing a solo, you can just continue. But if you're trying to record something into it, that's like 10 seconds. You have to wait for the loop to go round again.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Whereas and like I don't know, some people might be so quick to judge and whatever, but or I guess like I don't know. I guess it also comes down to target audience. Like
Yeah.
like if your style isn't about, which actually leads me into my next question, which I think you're actually the first person. Congratulations, you're the first person I'm gonna ask this
Oh,
from here on out.
what?
Dang, don't freak out, bro.
Oh, whoa. First.
Okay, if you had to choose between um competition, showcase, or both, mine is definitely showcase. I don't care about competition
I'm
anymore like I used to.
I'm gonna say a bit of both. Um, Competition, uh, for the foreseeable future is going to be the best way to put your name out there. Um, Showcase is slightly more enjoyable to listen to. If you want to listen to a specific artist, you go to an event where they're doing a showcase rather than a battle. That's what I feel.
Whereas if I was to ask Vokoda that question, I'm pretty sure he would choose competition.
Yeah, probably. I think showcases only work if you've got enough variety, which is why Vocoder is great for battling because his style is so aggressive. In a showcase, if I was hearing maybe 11 minutes of inward bass, I don't know. There's something that I would want something new in that 11 minutes.
But but to be fair, like how he mixes up.
Oh, I love that routine.
Yeah, Rhythm God. Like I didn't like he has some nice falsetto. I'm like, damn.
Mm,
I mean, I know he can.
yeah.
I mean, I know he can. Well, I mean, you do have to have falsetto to do his types of inward bass, but like just falsetto, like. I mean, it was nice and yeah, it was nice and
Yeah.
clean. Okay, all right, there you go. Like you were the first person that
Thank
I could ask.
you.
See, it
Yeah.
wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard, bro.
It wasn't that hard, bro. It wasn't that hard.
Okay, last two segments. I ask everybody. Woo. Some people like to switch up the order of this. Drop a beat. Any last shoutouts?
Okay. I don't know. I'll just have to like freestyle something. Catch question now. Nice, some flows in there.
M for Murk in chat. M in chat. M in chat. M in chat.
M in chat. M in chat.
M in chat. Jeez. Jeez. Oh boy. That was that. But by the end there, that got very Donald Ducky. That's why I'm so happy that BBXC beatbox community added that Donald Duck emoji. Because I feel like whenever someone, I don't know, yeah, yeah, I feel like whenever someone does a basic inward, yeah, when someone does an inward, a basic inward K, I start grinning because it sounds like Donald Duck already.
Oh, I've been trying to do tech with like a cat scratch. It's really like pretty cool.
Isn't the cat thing, huh? That thing?
He does his like Dilo. I can't do it that well, but like I know what you're on about.
I am not a psycho. I'm just trying to call.
I am not. I just want to go get this. I can't do him a bit.
All right. Well, one last time, this has been Milz from America, and today we just got done interviewing
Murk from the UK. Esh. Big up to the crewruu. Big up to Indy. Big up to Wicco.
All right. There we go.
Had to make some shout outs there.
Okay.